MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Cincinnati Reds and the Chicago Cubs. It's baseball, it's The Show, and it comes your way next. Greg Maddux, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Yeah, Matt, this guy has had a rock-solid year. He's won 19 games on the year, and nothing he'd like to do more than win this one and etch his name into that 20-game winner mark. Not an easy thing to do. We'll see if he has his A game going today.
So that brings up the Hall of Famer Alan Trammell, and there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. First pitch of the at-bat. A ball and no strikes. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
Coming to the plate now, Monty Irvin. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Now here's the pitch. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one. We'll be in the 80s later this afternoon, but for now, 79 degrees at first pitch. Strike taken as that one crosses over the inside part of the plate. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Line, but speared on a hop. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Striding in, Al Kaline, as we run you the numbers to see the splits between July and August. First delivery to him on the way. Way late on the fastball for strike 1.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
And set up behind the plate, Rusty Valentine, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew for this one.
Hey, you know, D-Row, Rusty Valentine, he's known for having a high and a low strike zone, but he's pretty good east and west. You better keep it on the corners.
Yeah, I'm okay.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. Now the Cubbies will get their first crack. No score. Jose De Leon gets the ball in game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy comes into this start, Matt, having lost 2 of his last 3 starts, so you know he wants to get off on the right foot in this one. One of the keys, getting outs early and establishing his off-speed pitch repertoire early on in this one. We'll see if he can do that in this one here today.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. Throw just in time, and oh, that was awfully close. Well, it certainly was a bang-bang play, so no surprise here that they're giving it another look, and they may decide to challenge the call on the field.
Well, I think we're going to have to wait and see what the word is from the dugout, but here's another look at it. Wow, tough to tell if he was out for certain from that angle. I can see why this was.
Now an indication from the dugout is that they will not challenge the call on the field, so the runner is indeed out. Here's Chris Bryant now. His lifetime batting line against Jose De Leon. He's gone 5 for 13. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. And guys, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, they came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know what, D-Roll, this is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking forward towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but you got to find a way, Dan. You know as well as I do. You got to look in the mirror. You're playing for way more, especially the way this team is underachieved. You got to keep grinding. You got to find a way to put your foot on the gas and show up to the yard every day ready to go.
Stepping into the box, Jackie Robinson. First at bat for him as he enters play number 3 in the National League batting race.
There's a lot of ways to get on base. Base hit, a walk, hit by pitch. This guy's in the top 5 on base percentage. He does a little bit of all of those things.
First offering on its way. Ground ball sent back up the middle to second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. We head to the second, scoreless at Wrigley. So now the Reds' cleanup hitter, Eugenio Suarez. And for him, you have to think a turnaround is coming. Clearly not going his way of late. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball, that's off the plate.
The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
He's just got great strikeout stuff. In his last start, he racked up double-digit Ks, and it looks like he could finish up in that range again here. He's really an exciting pitcher to watch when he's sending guys packing like this.
In there at the letters 0-1. No score here as we play inning number 2. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Ji-Man Choi goes down for out number 2 in the top half. In now, Brian O'Grady. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He comes in with 16 home runs on the season so far. And he takes strike 2.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you...
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Reds are down and ordered. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And that brings up Javi Baez. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Ball
and
1,
a
no
fastball
strike.
misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike 1. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. The 1-2.
Ball, that's inside.
So that's 2 pitches in a row above the belt. As a hitter, that's what you're looking for, especially when it's a day game and the ball is carrying. That just wasn't a good enough pitch to hit.
And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
And he takes ball 1. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
Stepping in, Kyle Schwarber. He's definitely
1-0.
a long ball threat. Currently 3rd in the National League in that category.
Yeah, guys, this isn't a shocker right here. He is definitely known as one of the best pure power hitters in baseball these days.
1 ball, 1
1
strike.
and 1 to Schwarber. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1 and 2 now. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball
0-1
as a
count.
hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
The 0-1 on its way.
Hey.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Fastball
that
well
ball went
outside.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball, not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3 and 2 now.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
Grounded up the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3 and 2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. O'Grady will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Cubs strand 1. Will move to the 3rd with no score.
Welcome back to Wrigley Field, home of the Cubs, who've proven to have one of the best pitching staffs in baseball this year. Coming into the day, they rank first in the league in both ERA and strikeouts, a combination that has opposing lineups searching for answers. One member of the staff told me, "It's a special group of guys. I've never been on a pitching staff that's so dominant top to bottom, and I've been on some pretty good ones." Now, one of the hitters on the team told me, "I'm relieved I get to stand behind them and play defense instead of staring them down in the box. That can't be fun." Matt, back to you.
Thank you, Heidi. And now pitch on the way. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. And here's a fastball in for strike 1. 91 miles an hour that time.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him
Fastball,
against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like
2-1.
that, this is going to be a tough day.
All even now, 2 and 2. Fastball
3 and 2.
didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now. 3 and 2.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around the leadoff walk.
Happ patrolling center makes the play. 1 out. And with 1 away for him here in the inning, let's take a quick look at the standings, and you can see that these guys pretty much have the division in hand to this point in the season. So 1 gone now in the Cincinnati 3rd, and next to bat will be Tucker Barnhart. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. 3rd inning, no score to this point. 1-1 to Tucker Barnhart.
1-1.
He obviously wanted that call on the corner, but if he continues to put the ball right there, he's going to get that call, and he's going to keep pitching as well as he is.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Just flat out froze him there. Nothing too deceptive about that 4-seam fastball, so I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
First delivery to him on the way. Jose De Leon is in with 2 away as he takes a ball. 1-0.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a
Big victory.
And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Yeah, this one was starting to look like it was going to be one of those 1, 2, 3 easy innings. But now all of a sudden, they have the go-ahead run standing out there at second base after the 2-out double. Big moment here.
Trammell, 30 years of age. He's been in the big leagues for over 2
Inside, ball
decades now. That kind of longevity is extremely rare in just about any sport. It's great to see.
I can't even begin to
One ball, 2
imagine
strikes,
20 years in the show. The umbrella of what he falls under. Guys like Craig Biggio, Derek
Nope,
Jeter,
outside.
Tony Gwynn, to name a few. To hang in there for 2 decades. Just incredible feat.
Count is full.
Trying
3
to
and
nibble
2.
here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you got to go with the pitch that you...
3.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We played 2.5. No score on the show. So that'll bring up Jason Hayward as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Now
There you
here's a
go.
check swing. Did he go around is the question, and yes he did, says the man in blue. Strike 1. Pitch on the way. Line drive to left. Irvin has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1. So with 1 gone in the inning, we'll take a look at where these guys sit in the standings, and I think they can pretty much start to think about next year because they are well back in the division race. So here now is the pitcher, Greg Maddux. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a looping fly ball out to right, and that is down as that could be 2 bases. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Hey, sometimes you just got to tip your cap right there. You execute a nice pitch down in the zone, think you're going to get a ground ball or a swing and a miss, and you find yourself with a man on first. Got to regroup.
To the plate now, Ian Happ. Slapped hard the opposite way. In there, a base hit.
And from the list of stats you never want to hear if you're a pitcher, we have this. It's only the 3rd inning, and he's already allowed more hits than he did in his entire last outing.
Digging in next will be Chris Bryant. A shot down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. Happ rounds the corner and is headed home. The relay throw on to third, but he's in safely as they take the lead with 2 runs scoring on the play.
A minute ago, this thing was tied up, but when you're giving up triples, you're not going to be close for too long. Now a 2-run lead and a base hit away from making it 3.
Into the box now, Jackie Robinson.
1-0.
As he'll take a look at ball 1.
Well, this is starting to feel like a make or break moment in this game. When you're playing a first place team, you can't expect to fall way behind early in the game and then mount a comeback.
Line to the right side. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
Take a look at this right here. He didn't get jumpy and try and pull it down the left field line. Stayed in there, fought hard, and grinded out a nice knock the other way.
Here's Javier Baez. As the first
Ball 1.
pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Throw over to first, and he'll get back in safely. 3 runs already home here.
Yeah.
A ball and a strike. That's popped up. And that's in there. Base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Row, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Oh, and a fine play there as he ranges back to put this one away. Not an easy play by any means, and there are 2 gone.
Usually when you score a lot of runs in one inning, like this inning, you're doing a lot of things right. And how about this? A sac fly to drive in another run. They have to be happy with this.
So 2 are gone now in the Cubs' half of the third. And next it'll be the left-handed power threat, Kyle Schwarber. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Popped him up. Barnhart has a play. And that ends the inning. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate and they push across 4 runs. 3 innings complete. It's the Cubs 4 and the Reds nothing. Standing in, Monty Irvin. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
All right, so time now for the Cubs Road to the Show report as we see a couple of prospects who have been performing at a high level in the upper minors. Fly ball out to straightaway right. And Hayward will put this one away for out number 2. Next will be the cleanup hitter. Eugenio Suarez comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch coming. Here it is.
That's one of those pitches you just float over the plate. 99% of the time the batter is taking at least the first pitch after 2 straight 1-pitch out, so you almost can underhand it up there.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Now at the plate, Steven Souza. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
No balls and 1 strike. Slider swung on and grounded toward short. And that's the first out. So 1 away here in the Chicago 4th, and that'll bring up the multi-gold glover Jason Hayward. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. 4 runs, 7 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And another foul ball. Pops this one up. Suarez is there, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Into the box now, Greg Maddux. He reached on a single in his first try. And now pitch on the way. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. Now the 1-0. Left side. Trammell brings it in. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order, but they're in front 4-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the fifth.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings, and he told me overall he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've only managed one base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Digging in for his second at-bat, Ji-Man Choi. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count and the pitch.
Nope.
And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
And it's fouled away. Drilled to the left side. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
We take a look at the numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
And that's a called strike at the letters, though that looked high from here. It's 0-2 now. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
So now to the plate, Nick Senzel, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown the first pitch strike to.
Oh, he pulls the string on the circle change. 1-2. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Tucker Barnhart will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Behind 0-2 now. Fouled away. The 0-2 home. And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? And what's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Choi over at second. O'Grady at first. 2 out in the inning.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind in the count with guys on base.
Now the 2-1. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd. Foul. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said it was clear his guys were locked into their at-bats from the very first pitch. And that's something they emphasized in the pregame meetings. He's happy they got the message, as now they've gotten into the bullpen. And they put up some solid run production in the early part of this game.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Hit hard back up the middle. And that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning.
Hey, guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. The next Cub up, Kris Bryant. 2 for 2 with a triple on his batting line to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. Line towards center field. And that'll get down for a base hit. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
Hey, that was a well-executed pitch down and away. Sometimes you got to tip your hat to the offense. That's a nice piece of hitting. Maybe not what he was looking for, but the result was there.
Standing in now, Jackie Robinson, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one.
0-1's the count.
Line drive snagged on a short hop.
There's one on to first, and they turn the double play. So here's the cleanup hitter, Javier Baez, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. First pitch on its way.
Ball that's outside.
Here's a moment where you got to be a great teammate. Pick your buddy up who just grounded into a double play. I don't care what it looks like, single, gapper, homer, just get that guy in from third and get your team back motivated again.
Down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Hit hard to the right. Foul.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Cubs, but they hold a 4. Back to the top of the Reds lineup now, and stepping in, Alan Trammell. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
Therefore, it is Hayward now, 1 away. Now in the box, Monty Irvin. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. A ball and no strikes.
This right-handed pitcher, his bread and butter is that 2-seamer, and he loves to throw it inside.
That evens it up, 1-1. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. The 1-2. Swing and a liner. And that's a fair ball heading out toward the 353 sign on the ivy. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
At the plate now, Al Kaline, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. And he fouls this one off. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
Eugenio Suarez is in for the 3rd time here as he watches one that misses low. It's a ball and no strikes. A ball and a strike now. Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2.
I mean, this offense has struggled because they haven't been able to make the adjustment. He stayed staunch on the outer half, and these guys have not worked the ball the other way.
Here now the 2-2. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Ready to deliver the full count pitch. On the ground to the left side. And try as he might, but he can't escape the tag there, and the inning is over. Digging in now, Anthony Rizzo. He'll look to get things going here in the Cubs half of the 6th. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Nope. Outside.
The 1-0 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike one.
Hey, you could tell his eyes lit up on that ball right there. It was a little up, but it was out over the plate. Tough pitch to pull, and this guy's known for going deep pull side.
Left fielder is on the move, but he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. And he is into second base with a leadoff double. But baseball's a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well of late, and when that's the case, you can't wait to get in the batter's box. Definitely the case in this game. That's his second base knock. This one for extra bases.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. Into the box, Kyle Schwarber. Line drive to left. Irvin is there, and he makes the catch for the out. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away. Now at the plate, Steven Souza. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, and I know you want to lace a line drive or hit a potential home run. But I'll tell you what, grab the cheap ribby when it's there. Give me a ground ball middle of the diamond and steal a run.
And there's out number 2. Here's Jason Hayward now. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First offering on its way. That's lifted the other way out to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. 7th inning coming up. It's the now batting, Ji-Man Choi, and he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one. Brian Roberts is going to come on as a defensive replacement now as he takes over at first base. And the pitch. First pitch is a circle change for a called strike one.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make him try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
0-2.
Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brian O'Grady. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Fouled off. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. Called strike, and he's behind 1-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Souza is under it. 2 gone. Digging in to try it again, Nick Senzel. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
You know, over the course of a full season, you're going to have some clunkers, and this certainly looks like one. By the look on the manager's face, he's going to probably call a meeting after this.
Souza is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Reds are down in order. They're down 4-0. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Devin Williams will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Josh Van Meter will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. And now the Cubs pitcher, Greg Maddux. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
Howie Kendrick is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. High in the air out towards shallow right. And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first out. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Ian Happ. It was a single for him in his last at-bat.
Hard liner, but picked up on a hop.
And that's the second out. Now at the plate, Chris Bryant trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Hard ground ball. Defense played him perfectly. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Alec Mills has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Leading off the inning, Tucker Barnhart, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. At the plate, Josh Van Meter. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Behind 0-2 now. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Nope.
Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Alan Trammell. He flew out in his last at-bat, and it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. Fouled away. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Reds. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. At the plate, Jackie Robinson. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8. Trying to jam him with the first pitch slider, but it's in a bit too tight for ball 1. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. So 1 gone here in the Chicago 8th, and with it comes Javi Baez to the plate. Just gets a piece of it, strike 1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2.
Hey, last 2 pitches back-to-back off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
That's a pretty good pitch right there. That fastball on the inner half of the plate. You can see that he just isn't able to get those arms extended, and pretty ugly swing right there.
Brian Roberts is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. 329 is the average for him coming in. 3 homers and 25 driven in. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up, and this will land foul. Here's the 0-2. That's lifted the other way out to left. Left fielder is on the move. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Ready for another shot now, Monty Irvin. And Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Wilson Contreras is into the ballgame here as he takes over behind the plate. David Bodie will also enter as he takes over at third base. First pitch on its way. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Now the 0-1. Off speed pitch, just missed inside.
Step out of the box, take a deep breath. After spitting on that changeup, you might have bought yourself a fastball.
And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in a count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off speed and the fastball. And in a 1-2 count, you might be sitting off speed. And what happens? He gets the fastball, and he can't catch up to the express.
He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Line drive to center field. And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know it.
On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
And the train just keeps rolling down the track. That's win number 100 on the season. And they've got as good a chance as anybody to win the whole thing. You better watch out for these guys.
4-0 the score this afternoon. Chicago get their 100th victory of the season, best in the division, not a surprise. Greg Maddux gets to that magic number, 20 wins on the season, striking out 12 in the process. Jose De Leon was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.